Hey guys, welcome to the Magfed Ranch Paintball channel, and today I'm going to be doing a fix-in for FSR video. But before we get into it guys, subscribe to this channel, smash the like button, share, and comment. Okay, let's get into it. So previously guys, I had done a modifying video showing you guys how to modify the Grizen 11 round magazines to work well, be more reliable with first strike rounds. Okay guys, but in that video I didn't really go into it too in depth as I would like, and so this is a follow-up video to that video showing you guys kind of more of the areas that you want to hit, and obviously some of the processes that you guys can use to get that result. Okay, and then of course also I didn't show in that video, I wanted to show you guys kind of a before and after results, right? So in essence, the before problems that you will most likely experience, and then of course the after results of correcting the issues and what you should be expecting after you correct the issues. Okay guys, so what I'm going to do, as always, I'm going to bring the camera in closer so you guys can see for yourself. Okay, let's go. Okay guys, so to save some time, I've disassembled the magazines already for us, so that way I don't have to go through that process. I have the magazine that is, in essence, brand new, unmodified, unfixed. And then of course I have a fixed version here for you guys to see. Now, real quick, some of the tools that we're going to need for this fix-in is that you want to have a Dremel tool. I usually use the grinding wheel, just kind of the column one, and then the tapered one here, as you see here. You're going to need, obviously, the screwdriver. If you guys don't know how to disassemble and reassemble your Grizen magazines, check out my video where I break that down for you guys. Okay, so pretty much all you need is this little small flathead screwdriver to do that. I have some FSRs here, so that way I can show you guys the before and after results. I have just some very light sandpaper. It's almost just kind of finishing sandpaper, right? You don't want too strong of a grit. This one is 800. You could probably go a little bit more harsh if you like, maybe 600, but I probably wouldn't go too much more aggressive than that. You want to do the majority of the aggressive grinding with the Dremel tool. And I have a flashlight here just in case we need to look into it, okay? But real quick, okay, so let's go over the problems that we're going to experience with an unfixed Grizen 11 round magazine, okay guys? And it's mostly going to be this. I guess I can try to show you guys from this angle. All right, you see that? It's pretty much with this collar, guys. Okay, so that time it went in, but that's pretty much the problems that we're going to see, okay? And what it is, guys, is you notice how it kind of gets caught. And what it is the collar, if you take it out there, the edge of this side on the back end of the collar and then the front end of the collar, it doesn't sit flush with the channel of the magazine and how Grizen obviously cut it out to sit inside the magazine. And so you will see that there's an edge here that my flathead screwdriver is catching on, and here as well. Okay, so those two edges can potentially catch, causing it, this time it's not doing, but like I said, it can potentially catch like that, causing it to not load properly. Okay, so that's the one area, technically two areas. The other area that you're going to want to fix is this front lip right here. I'm sorry, front edge on the top of the collar. It has a little bit of a, I think what it is literally just a manufacturing line of some sort, a manufacturing edge. The 18 round Vulcan M17 magazine doesn't have it, but the Grizen 11 round magazine does. And so you will see what happened is that it can cause this to happen. You see that? when the round tries to come forward, it won't go all the way to the top of the magazine. It'll get caught just like that, guys. It'll get caught on those lines, that edge, okay? First strike round just has a lot of edges on the front and back of it that can get caught, okay, guys? All right, and then the other thing too is that the texturing, here, I'll take this off for you guys. The texturing of the collar, as you can see, versus the inside of the magazine, you see how the plastic inside of the magazine is completely smooth, it has no texturing, whereas on the collar, there's some texturing as well. Okay, so it's just that rough surface can cause the first strike round just to catch more. It's just more things to go wrong, in essence, okay? So, first things first, we'll take care of the bottom of the magazine, guys. The edges here. Okay, the edges here and here. Okay, so what you're gonna want to do is with the Dremel tool, like I said, just start with the rough cut bit. You're going to want to just kind of bevel, smooth those two edges out, okay, guys, as you see here. Okay, so I'm trying to give you guys a good angle to see. And in essence, what you're trying to do is you're trying to prevent this front edge of the first strike round to catch right here, okay? And of course, the fin edge to catch, okay, guys? So I'll demonstrate that for you guys real quick. I'm not gonna go through the whole process, guys, of fixing that, but in essence, you just want to slightly bevel that, okay? And then same thing with the bottom edge. All right, you want to bevel that as well. Obviously, guys, I really like these grinding stones because they really work fast with the plastic, but of course, just be careful, right? Try not to remove so much material that it gets so thin that it damages or cracks the collar, okay? Obviously, once you make your rough cuts, you want to switch over to the tapered bit. The reason for the tapered bit, guys, is the pointed end can go into the corners better than the column bit, right? So with the tapered end, you can kind of get into that far corner on both the left and the right side, okay, without hitting the sides of the collar. And then of course you can use it for the front side as well, just to kind of finish off the smoothing process before you move on to the 800 grit sandpaper, okay, guys? So once you got that, your rough cuts down and these edges are mostly beveled, what you guys want to do, of course, is take your sandpaper, and it's just kind of obviously with your hands or just manually, you want to sand those two edges down, guys, like this, right? Let's get these first strike rounds out of the way. And then, of course, the other edge as well this way, guys. So just flip the collar over and just get the edge of the collar this way. Okay. To give you guys an example, I have one here. Let me show you the results real quick. So ideally, this is the result you want to get. You see how smooth that is, guys, now? It's never going to get caught. Okay, so that's the results you want, so that way the front strike round doesn't get caught on this front edge. You notice here it has pretty much no lip. And then same thing with that back edge, okay, guys? So for no potential for it to catch, okay? In terms of a visual appearance, I'll give that to you guys next. All right, I have it pretty smoothed out, so it looks like it's new, guys, but you can see, I don't know if you can see super close, but you can see that that front edge is tapered ever so slightly. Okay, it's literally just tapered, like it's like a ramp. It's just, instead of a straight edge, it's more of a ramp. Same thing with the front edge. Okay, it's just, this one is more of a straight edge, this one has more of kind of a ramp and smoothed out. Okay, so that's one part. The other part, of course, switching back to our grindstone on our Dremel tool, of course, we can use the column grind bit, or you just use your taper bit, guys. But it's going to be this front edge right here, right? So this edge right here on the inside of the collar. This one is definitely more pronounced, that you guys can see it. But in essence, what you want to do is you're really taking your grind and just grinding that edge down. Okay, guys? Grinding that edge down on both sides. Okay. So for example here, we'll look at a one that is completely done already. You'll see where this is an original, where it has that edge right there that gets caught. This one has no edge. Okay. And of course, same thing, once you have most of the rough cut done, you want to take your sandpaper and just kind of just smooth that surface down, smooth that edge down. Okay, guys? All right, so I'm going to need to do more cutting on that, but like, you guys get the idea, okay? So once that happens, then we will show you the results of the collar. And you'll notice now that, right, it goes all the way to the front. All right. First strike round does not get caught on that edge anymore. The other thing too we talked about is obviously the texture of the inside of the collar, guys, right? So after you've done the trimming down of the front edge and the back edge, and while, you know, when you go to re-sand it with the sandpaper, it's going to get rid of that texture, right? Because you're literally going to go and sand the inside of the collar like so, right? And in doing so, you're going to get that smoother texture, which is going to eliminate that rough texture. And so you're just going to get a lot smoother, as you can see here, versus the old one. The one that I finished just has a lot smoother interior texture. Okay, guys? All right, so let's, I'm gonna reassemble the mags real quick for you guys, so that way I can give you guys the final, obviously, results as well. So let me reassemble these magazines for you guys, and then I will show you the results, okay? Okay, guys, so I have our magazines reassembled for you, and then also there's about five rounds of first strike in each magazine. So this is our original, just at this point, just slightly fixed magazine, right? We haven't done the complete fix yet, but I wanted to show you guys the problems that you will experience with just a new magazine, the problems that the Grizen has. And so the first problem, guys, is what I was telling you about the lip edge on the collar. And what will happen sometimes is it's going to get caught on that front edge lip, okay, guys? And shoot, look at, even just a little slight modification we're doing, it's already done a better job of preventing that problem, okay, guys? Well, let's see if I can recreate that problem now with you guys. Okay. So there we go. So that's going to be the original, most common problem that you guys will see with the Grizen magazine, is that right where the collar and the body of the magazine obviously meets up. Because of that edge, the first strike round is going to get caught on those edges, and this is what's going to happen. It's going to prevent the rounds from even, loading all the way up. Pretty much it's going to jam the magazine, guys, right, because of those edges, okay? The other problem, right, there we go, is going to be this problem. That back edge on the back side of the magazine here is going to catch on the fins of the first strike round, and once again prevent the rounds from going all the way up to, through the magazine and into the breech, right, of the M17. Okay, guys, so those are going to be the two most common problems. You've noticed that even just a little light sanding that I've done, it's pretty much, well, it happened right there again, but you guys have noticed that it's already kind of corrected the frequency at which these issues occur, okay? Okay, now going to a fixed magazine now, though, I cannot duplicate this problem. I can't even really feel the edges inside the magazine, guys, and so it's pretty much impossible for me to duplicate the problem now. But you'll notice that there's no edge on the back side anymore, so there's no way for the fins to get caught. And because there's no edge on the magazine and the bottom of the collar, there's no edge there for it to get caught. Okay, guys, so that's the before and after. Those are all the areas that you guys have to hit on the Grizen magazines to make it reliable, guys. So yeah, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button. Check you guys next time. Peace.